Realistic text-to-speech. How often do you really need it? Some people need it all the time. It's their industry. They're doing videos constantly and they have the need for realistic AI voices on an ongoing basis. So they have a subscription to a service that might provide something like that. But what if you just need them sometimes? You've got some editing to do and you need an AI voice, but you don't have a subscription to some of these other services. Luckily, a lot of today's editors are building text-to-speech functionality right within them, so you don't actually have to have another subscription. And today's sponsor, Hitpaw Edimakor, is one of those solutions. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel where we discuss the creative uses of AI. I am so appreciative of our sponsors because they literally make it possible for this channel to continue. And I know that sometimes the tools we share here aren't necessarily in your everyday workflow, but I always try to let you know about the tools that are available as an AI creative to make your job a little easier and get your content out to the world faster. So although Edimakor has a ton of video editing features, right now I'm going to focus on the realistic text-to-speech, and of course I'll show you the general features of the editor so you can understand why I'm excited about it as a solution. If you just pop over to their website right now, you get a good idea of what is available. Obviously, it's a video editor, and it's particularly well suited for creating things like shorts for YouTube and TikTok. Some of the features include things like speech to text, so that you have the ability to add subtitles to a video based on what's being said in the video. And it wouldn't be much of a video editor if you couldn't cut clips and move them around and shorten things the way you want. Adding text is just one of the things that Edimakor makes so simple that it is somewhat overcomplicated in some of the more expensive and higher end video editors. You have the ability to do some basic color grading. Also, you have advanced control over the playback speed of any of these clips. You can see how you have complete control over how the video speeds up and slows down. And of course, there's times when you're forced to record in a noisy environment, there's a fan or there's a leaf blower outside. Noise reduction is built into this editor so that you can get rid of all that extraneous noise without having to be a pro audio editor. Plus, you've got all the other things you need and expect in a video editor, plus a few things that you might be used to paying extra for. You have an entire media library of stock footage you can use for your backgrounds or as B-roll. Probably familiar with stickers, these little graphic elements that you can drag and add to your video. Filters, of course, to change the overall style. I'm excited to show you some of the effects that are so easy to apply in this program. You have access to an entire sound effects and music library, so no subscription necessary for that. And of course, text and advanced text templates to make your typography even easier. That's just the beginning. We've got video cropping to change the aspect ratio, a dedicated audio editor, the ability to change the rotation of the video. How many times have you wished you could do that easily? You can add a freeze frame in the middle of the action. And if you've got some shaky video, video stabilization is built in. These are all pro features that you'd expect to pay a lot more for, and I have in the past. You can see there's even more pro level features here. So let's just get into it. When you first launch Edimakor, you get this sort of pre-screen. It gives you access to an entire toolbox of things like a screen recorder, a video downloader, where you can actually download full videos from other social platforms, AI video generator, the stabilization we talked about before, noise reduction, audio downloader, extracting audio, AI photo cutout, photo enhancer, the ability to write copy right within the program without the need for a GPT subscription. Text-to-speech, which we're here to look at, speech-to-text, to translating of subtitles, splitting the subtitles, it just goes on and on. Let's create a video featuring the text-to-speech option. So first, let's go ahead and create the voiceover track for our video, and then we'll use their media library and other tools to add the audio and visual elements without having to shoot any footage whatsoever. I'm going to click on text-to-speech, and let's just write a little script about living on the lake. If you have a subscription to some other chat model like ChatGPT or Claude, you may not need to use the AI copywriting features within this program. But in this case, we'll go ahead and do it. Now, some of the AI-driven functionality of this program costs AI credits. You may be saying, well, why does it cost extra? Well, if you think about it, this program has to use the same resources that you would be using if you were paying for a subscription to ChatGPT or some of these other paid models. All you're doing is paying for your individual usage of it. It's a fraction of a subscription cost. You're basically using the AI writing functionality as needed instead of needing another subscription. If you already have a subscription, well, of course, you would use that service to write your script, and you wouldn't have to use any of your credits here. And that may be true for a lot of the features in here that use AI credits. If you already have a subscription to the services that provide this functionality, well, of course, you wouldn't need to spend any AI credits. I say that because a lot of times people get all upset because, oh, look, there's extra charges. You may not need it. It's actually there to save you subscription money. So just keep that in mind. So in this case, yes, I could go to ChatGPT and have it write a script, but I'm going to demonstrate this functionality here. The way it works is with the little chat bot here. You have the Inspiration Assistant, which categorizes your potential scripts into movies and TV, commercial, relations, cooking tutorials, so on. I'm just going to click the life stories, and I'm going to say, I want a 30-second script about the benefits and challenges of living on a lake. 30 seconds may not be enough to do that, and you can also choose the language. So let's click Generate Scripts. It's generated this script, and it's asked some other questions. Are you prepared to adjust to a more laid-back lifestyle when living? These are suggestions for enhancing the script, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to click this button here to copy the script into the clipboard, and then I can close this right out. Now I'll go to text-to-speech. I will paste the script right here. This looks like it's actually a little more than 30 seconds, but that's okay. We have a huge library here and various voices. I, of course, am an English speaker, but you can choose all of these as well. I'm going to stay with English USA, and we can preview some of the voices we can use. But first, headphones.
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video editing software.
I really like that one because it sounds very real and conversational.
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video editing software with powerful AI features.
That's nice too.
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video editing software with powerful AI features.
Let's see what else we got here.
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video editing software with powerful AI features.
I'm looking for something that's kind of relaxing to talk about lake living.
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video editing software with powerful AI features.
These are really good. I hope you're noticing that these voices are quite realistic sounding in terms of their conversationalism. A lot of the included voices that you get with programs like this are very robotic and so 7 months ago.
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video editing software.
Okay, that was all under the commonly category. Let's see what other categories they have. Friendly, hopeful, whispering. Let's see what we got with whispering.
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video editing software with powerful AI features.
Ooh, that's cool.
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video editing software with...
I didn't know it did this.
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video editing software with...
Who to choose?
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video editing software with powerful AI features.
That's probably a little over the top. I'm going to use it. Okay, so it's going to cost me 30 AI credits. Again, I could take this same script into another service. If I already had a subscription, I could use that just fine, but we're going to pretend you don't have another service and we're looking for an all-in-one solution. So here we go, generate. The voice is generated successfully. Do you want to add it to the timeline for fine editing? Why, sure I do. Boom, it's right there on the timeline, and now we can start editing from scratch. Let's make sure we've got the aspect ratio we want. In this case, I'll go ahead and stick with the 9:16, so like it's like a TikTok or YouTube short. Let's just listen to it real quick.
Are you ready to embark on a journey of lakeside living?
Yes.
Imagine waking up to the soothing sounds of gentle waves lapping.
Oh, that's good stuff. Okay, so let's get some video to go with this stuff, and we'll just use the media that's right here. So in my media, that's where I would import or record my own media, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to go to background, and we have access to Pixabay, Unsplash, and even Jiffy to create our visual elements. Right now here in background, I think actually I'm going to go to Pixabay, and I'm going to search videos for, guess what? Lake. That's right. And look at all this lake stuff. You can preview any of these clips but just by clicking on them. There might be a little download time first. Obviously, for the aspect ratio we're using, we're going to be doing some zooming. Let's just drag this one down to the timeline. Just drop it right on. I'll shorten it a bit. We don't need 20 seconds of that. In fact, we'll line that up with the first voiceover. We'll run it right into the middle of the silent part. We'll take another lake picture here. We'll drag it down. We'll line this up the same way, and then we'll create a transition between these two. And for transitions, I can just pop up here to transition. And just like everything else here, I can preview what it's going to look like right here. Of course, I need to fix the zoom on this because the aspect ratio is wrong of the original clip. So let's just zoom these in, right? So now I'm there. Go to this part. Just select the clip and zoom. It's that easy to move things around. So now let's choose a transition. I'm just going to drag this transition right down in between these two clips. I can adjust the length of the transition, and then you'll see as I play it back.
Lakeside living? Imagine waking up to the soothing sounds of gentle waves lapping against the shore.
Speaking of sound, let's get some in there because I don't hear any waves or water or shore or anything that says I'm in a lake. But that's okay. I don't have to go to another third-party subscription service. No, I don't have to do that at all because I can just go over here to the Sound tab, click on Sound Effect, and look at this. We've got it all categorized. Nature, effects, normal. All right, nature is what we want. We want some sort of a water thing. Now, let's listen. Just real quick, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel and this is the type of stuff you're interested in, why not click that subscribe and notify button? This is the kind of stuff we talk about all the time, and we have a great deal of fun doing it. And if you want to dig deeper into any of these topics, check out our AI Lab Essentials membership. Low cost, but it gives you access to a lot of in-depth information that it isn't practical to share here on these quicker paced YouTube videos, which we're going to get back to right now. Maybe if we bring the volume way down on that, I can just drag this down, drop it on the timeline. Whenever you choose a clip, the properties associated with that clip show up over here. Anything you can edit. In this case, I can bring the volume way down.
Are you ready to embark on a journey of lakeside living? Imagine waking up to the soothing.
Right here where we're starting to see the wildlife, let's get some wildlife sounds in here. We can go over to sound. We can click on sound effects. There's a nature category. We could choose morning birds. Just drag that right down there to that section. I'm using control and the scroll wheel to zoom in and out here. I could either drag this down like this, or I could just move it to where I don't want it anymore, click the scissors to create a new clip, and just delete that. If I change my mind, I can draw this right back out. Everything is non-destructive. One of the things you'll notice when you have a sound selected is one of the controls over here is fade in. So if I'm doing a transition from this first scene here to this scene here where we're going to start to hear some wildlife, we might want those birds to just fade in a bit instead of suddenly making all their noise. So I'm just going to choose a fade in of about 1.5 seconds here. You can see it graphically represented here with this little diagonal. I think I'll go ahead and just let the birds and nature just go the entire length of the clip. We're going to need some more lake video, so let's go back to media. Let's see what she's saying here.
The fresh scent of nature filling your lungs and the serene beauty of the water reflecting the sunrise.
Okay, so like maybe a sunrise view or something like that. Like maybe we drag this right here. We'll want to transition between these two.
The fresh
Need to bring that up to the right size.
or the fresh scent of or the fresh or
The old page curl.
or
That's kind of an interesting one. Drop that there.
lapping against the shore, the fresh scent of nature filling your lungs and the serene beauty of the water reflecting the sunrise.
Look at that. It was reflecting the sunrise and everything.
Living on a lake offers an unparalleled sense of tranquility and connection to the natural world.
Actually, it's good that stream cut off. I really think I want to fade that one out. So I'm going to click the stream. I'm going to choose the fade out. Watch that arrow. So it's going to fade out as those birds come up.
Living on a lake offers an unparalleled sense of tranquility and connection to the natural world.
All right, why don't we look for media of somebody relaxing? Ooh, by the water is even better. Drag that right on there. And what if right here we brought up some music, like meditative music or something like that? So let's go to sound again. We'll click on music and let's see, instrumental, and let's just listen to a few things here. Nope. Wow, that's lake living. No, that's too much. Okay. That's fine, but that's a little too happy. Oh, that's a sure thing. All right, so I'm just going to drag that down. I can actually drop it on an existing timeline if it's open. I'm going to bring the volume down because it is background music.
Living on a lake offers an unparalleled sense of tranquility.
You have to bring this up, move this over.
Living on a lake,
Let's get these transitioned.
sunrise. Living on a lake offers an unparalleled sense of tranquility and connection to the natural world. You can unwind after a long day.
Okay, that music's still a little loud there. And I think more media of relaxing and unwinding. Oh, this is nice. Look how nice. Oh, look, that's in the aspect ratio we want. Transition.
Natural world. You can unwind after a long day by simply stepping outside and immersing yourself in the peaceful atmosphere. The benefits of living on a lake go beyond the physical environment. They extend to your mental and emotional well-being. However,
So I'll shorten that up. Let's get one more of somebody relaxing or of an environment. And let's just shorten it this way. I'm going to move it over here, click the scissors, and just delete that. Boom, it's done. Bring in a transition.
the benefits
And of course,
of living on a lake go beyond the physical environment. They extend to your mental and emotional well-being.
let's listen to this sentence.
The benefits of living on a lake go beyond the physical environment. They extend to your mental.
She jumps in way too quick with they extend to. So let's just do a basic edit here. I'm going to move the cursor over here where I want the edit to be. I'm going to hold down control and scroll wheel in so I can zoom, find the exact location.
They extend.
So it's right here. So I'm just going to split this and I'm going to move this out a bit so there's more of a pause.
Physical environment. They extend to your mental and emotional well-being.
So that just the timing's a little bit better. So for the purpose of the demonstration, we'll make this video end here. We don't have to do the full minute. So I'm actually going to just select all of these clips and trim them and then just get rid of all this. So our video will be about, 34 seconds. We talked about stickers earlier. If you're not familiar with what stickers are, they allow you to drag graphic elements onto the page, and most of them are animated. And we have different categories here as well. Let's just stick with trending and see if we can find something that seems kind of relaxing or something suitable for this. Let's say we want to drag this little fire. We drag it onto the timeline, and then we can put it wherever we want to. So if we wanted this to last the entire clip, we just draw out the end so it lasts the entire clip, and we set that little fire wherever we want. Now, we can animate this over time. Again, each of these clips, everything we click on here has these properties over here, and animation is one of them. Let me choose the fire. Click on animation, and you can see the various ways it can be brought in. It can fade in.
Living on a lake.
It can spring
Living on
in.
a lake.
It can zoom
Living
in.
on a lake.
It can slide
Living
down.
on a lake off.
And so on. We can also change the overall look of any and all of these clips with filters. So we just choose the clip we want to work on, or clips. Choose on filters, and you'll see, again, a ton of categories.
On a lake offers an unparalleled sense of tranquility.
I'm going to mute the voiceover just for now while we do this and preview these things. But again, just to preview the look of it, all you got to do is click. Let's say you like that one. Drag it and drop it onto the clip that you want, and there it is. The effects category can also bring some interesting visual elements to the picture. And just like everything else, you can preview these things just by clicking on them. Again, if they don't play immediately when you click on them, it means they're downloading. But look how easy it is to add these nice little graphic elements to your production. See, that's like perfect. So if I drag this down, drop it on that clip, and just play with some of these other options here. All right, let's get that audio back on. And how about some subtitles? So we just click the subtitles tab. We make sure our speech track is selected. We click on selected clip. We're not going to translate them now, but if we wanted to, we could translate them right here by just clicking the language we want to translate to under there. In this case, this is going to cost me 10 AI credits. Click on auto subtitling. Then when you click on the titles that are generated, you have access to changing fonts, colors, and various other stylistic choices. We have style presets here.
Are you ready to embark on a journey? Are you ready to embark on?
You have all sorts of animation choices in terms of how these letters come in. And we've already got a text-to-speech track, so we don't need to do that.
Living on a lake offers an unparalleled sense of tranquility and connection to the natural world. You can unwind after.
Let's say that we want this section here.
Living on a lake offers an unparalleled sense of tranquility and connection to the natural world.
Let's say that we wanted that to be in a different voice than the rest. Can we change it at this point, and how would we do that? First, let's make a clip on the actual text track based on where the audio is. So I moved this to the beginning of the audio track where she starts to talk, and then I made a cut. I'm going to move it to the end and make another cut. I'm going to select these two areas of text. I'm going to click on text to speech. I'm going to preview another voice.
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video.
Hitpaw
Can we do whispering for a guy?
Hitpaw Edimakor is
Okay, that's way too whispery.
Hitpaw Edimakor is a popular video editing software with.
All right, let's just click on guy here and click on start converting. It's going to cost me 4 AI credits. Now I have another audio track down here. Let's make sure she's muted so we can just preview this.
Sense of tranquility and connection to the natural water reflecting the sunrise. Living on a lake offers an unparalleled sense of tranquility and connection to the natural world.
Okay, so it broke it up a little oddly, but we can fix that by just editing. We don't need this first part. That was not intended to be converted anyway. We can also trim out this extra part here because these two sentences are really supposed to go together so they sound more natural. Now on the voice with the woman, because we're replacing it with the male, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to the beginning of that clip, and it's already selected at the end here, and then I'm just going to delete the female voice. And now when I play it back from, let's say here,
Serene beauty of the water reflecting the sunrise.
Living on a lake offers an unparalleled sense of tranquility and connection to the natural world.
You can unwind after a long day by.
we could have tightened up that gap in the male voice a little bit more to make it a little bit more natural. Or we could have just spent a few more credits and rolled it again and maybe gotten a cleaner cut. But let's go all the way back to the beginning.
Are you ready to embark on a journey of lakeside living? Imagine waking up to the soothing sounds of gentle waves lapping against the shore, the fresh scent of nature filling your lungs, and the serene beauty of the water reflecting the sunrise.
Living on a lake offers an unparalleled sense of tranquility and connection to the natural world.
You can unwind after a long day by simply stepping outside and immersing yourself in the peaceful atmosphere. The benefits of living on a lake go beyond the physical environment. They extend to your mental and emotional well-being.
So you can see that an emotionally accurate voiceover can be the seed to an entire video. The voiceover came first and inspired the sounds and the effects and everything that we did all inside Edimakor without needing to shoot any footage of our own. And the versatility with the voices to be able to choose various emotions and even a whisper is not a very common feature in any of these editors that have voice stuff built in. And if you're tired of paying for subscriptions for everything, you'll notice that they have a perpetual license, which means that for $69.95, at least for right now because they're running a sale, you'll own this outright without monthly or yearly subscription costs, which is a pretty good deal. Plus, it'll come with 3,000 Edimakor AI credits, plus all the other features you see here. So once you try it and you know you'll like it, the perpetual license is probably the best idea. I'd love to know your thoughts on the solutions that have the goal of helping you to eliminate all these subscriptions by building some of the subscription-based services right into their platform, just like Edimakor and some of the others that I have showed you and will show you. Here on the channel, we are committed to making your creative AI life easier by sharing groundbreaking tools that are interesting and exciting and fun to use, plus utility things like this that can put it all together for you so you can share it with the world. If this is the kind of stuff you like to learn about, why not subscribe to the channel? Because after all, this is what we do here all the time.
If you subscribe now, I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you do not, I will look for you. I will find you. And I